way forward. Can you see that?
Yes, we can see that.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and get started.
So you want me, let me just remind them about the rules. So the meeting is going to be in English because we have some Francophones, Nigerians, and Frank is going to present. We had some questions that we had to ask, but maybe because some of the answers will be in his PowerPoint. If you want to ask a question after Franklin's presentation, you can forward it to me or Ben. We're avoiding to have disruption in the meeting, that's why. So I have my phone, you can text it to me or after Franklin is done. So can we go ahead and start? Thumbs up, we're ready for Franklin to start.
Thumbs up.
We can start, right? Yes.
I think I understand there was supposed to be an opening prayer, and I see Alex is raising his hand.
Sure.
So can you can unmute him?
Yes, if you want.
Sister Elizabeth, right?
Alex Abrook, I understand he was the one that was supposed to do.
Okay, Alex, okay.
Yes,
okay.
Just raise his hand.
Okay, let me Alex, can you unmute?
No.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I'm on mute.
Okay, we can hear you.
Okay, let us pray. Father, we want to thank you and bless you for this moment. We thank you for life. We thank you for your grace. Thank you for the united force gathered here tonight to listen and to work together towards a better future scheduled for all of us. We ask, oh Lord, that as we are about to correspond with each other concerning the issues going on, we ask for peace, we ask for patience, we speak that you will manifest your love among all of us. And at the end of the day, we ask for a way forward. You are the way maker. Grant us a way forward. And let every heart that is worried experience peace, our Prince of Peace. We thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, thank you very much, Apostle Alex, for that. And I hope you guys can still hear me. If you cannot hear me, just let me know. But I'm gonna get started. It's about almost 8:10, so I want to be mindful of everyone's time. So what I first want to start with is to let everyone know that the past couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, has been very frustrating for most of us, and most people have been scared. People have been scared they're gonna lose their money. I just wanted to let everyone know that I really do understand. I really do understand the situation that everyone is going through right now. If there's one person that really feel bad about this whole thing, that one person is me. Because when I started this about a year ago, my intentions were good. My intentions was people coming together, supporting each other, making money together, and growing together. Those were my intentions, and those still remain my intentions. So I hope at the end of today, we will have a good way forward. And the ultimate goal is to make sure that at the end of the day, people don't lose their money. And I'm gonna work day and night to make sure that doesn't happen. During this year, I've had some very good and positive outcome from all of this. Some people telling me they use their money for charity work. Some people tell me the money has been used to do one of good things for their lives, their families. So those stories really got me excited, and I was happy to hear those stories. But unfortunately, we are where we are today. And I want to plead with everyone that please, if we come together and work together on these issues, we're gonna get out of it, and we're gonna get out of it strong. So I want to plead, I want to beg everyone that let's come together, please. I think if we come together, there's nothing that we cannot achieve. Okay. So I put together about 10 slides or so. First, I'm going to talk about the issues that kind of got us to where we are today and the way forward. Some of the ways I think that we can get out of this. And I'm glad that you guys have put together some questions, and I hope to answer all your questions. There will be a very open dialogue conversation so we can work together and try to figure all this out. So I'm going to begin with the issues now. So issues, how did we get here? Most of you already know how this thing works, right? So basically you give me your money, I take your money, put it into the crypto market, invest the money in different crypto platforms, crypto exchanges, and things like that. Then I make money, then I pay you guys every 2 weeks. Basically, that's the most basic way of putting it. There are more technical, complicated processes that happen behind the scenes. I'm gonna go through some of those processes today, but I would try not to be too technical with those, because obviously I want to be mindful of people's time, and I try to focus on the more important things which I think are at hand. So the issue that got us to where we are today, I invested some of our money in some platforms that are no longer available. Okay. Before, those platforms were very good. I made a lot of gains from those platforms, and I was able to pay you guys no issues. Okay. And these are platforms that I knew way before I even started putting a group together. I was investing my own money in those platforms. I was making good money from those platforms. I was seeing results. Then I started sharing with people. Then some people will go directly into the platform, do it on their own. Some people will give me their money. I put it into the platform. I make money from it. I give their own share. So that's really kind of how this started. Then now there were issues. The issues starting like it was some kind of hacking situation going on. Then we later realized it really wasn't hacking. It was like some scammers were behind those platforms. And that was after I have put in a lot of money in it. I made two mistakes. I've made two main mistakes, which I really want to acknowledge now. Again, the first mistake is putting money on platform that I believe in. I thought they were good, they were legit. So obviously, if we're losing money from those platforms, I mean, that was a big mistake. And I've really learned from that. And another mistake that I made was communication within the group. I should have communicated better and explained the situation. I'm glad we are at the point where we can have a Zoom call right now, so I can explain that to you. But before, I know the communication within the group was not the best. And that's just one of the reasons, that just because one of the things I try to avoid is I don't like passing bad news. I try to work on issues on my own as much as possible. And if I can fix it, then nobody knows about it, everybody's happy. But unfortunately, I thought I could fix this and I couldn't. And I made a lot of effort to fix it, which I'm gonna talk about it soon. But unfortunately, I couldn't fix it. So what are these platforms? Look towards the bottom of the slide. Wozo, maybe some of you on the call know Wozo. or was it one of the platforms that I was investing our money into? So Wozu is a trading platform, or it was a trading platform, but they also had other things in the platform. They had their own crypto, which was called Wozu Coin, and I invested heavily in that as well. And they also had their own wallet, which was called Wozu Exchange, which I had some crypto in that wallet. So a lot of stuff was going on with Wozu, a lot of investment was made. I was talking with apparently top people in the company. I mean, I felt at that point, they were top people in the company. I even made arrangement because apparently they were in the UK. So I even made arrangement to go visit them in person because I was telling them I'm putting a lot of money in your platform and I want to put more money, but I want to make sure I meet with you people face to face. So I can get that extra level of confidence before I go ahead and put in more money. That meeting did not take place. It was just back and forth, some conflicting schedules and things like that. So that did not take place, but I was still in constant communication with them. Another platform is Bigzo Trade, and another platform is Millionaire Club. And what I want to do now is to show you guys, if I could get out of this. Okay, can you guys still see my screen? Yvette, is this still good? Okay.
Yes, I can see, we can see.
Okay, so normally, so if you go right here, Wozu dashboard. So it says the site cannot be reached. That's what's happening right now. Normally, once I go here, I'm gonna log into the platform. Then I'm gonna see trading activities. I'm gonna see income generating, how much money invested and things like that. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore because the site is down. So that's one of the site. Another site, so that is the Wozu Exchange platform. They also have, that is a trading platform. Then they also have the exchange, which is also down. Okay, and this exchange had a lot of crypto in it. I got to a point where the income that I was generating from the Wozu platform, it was being paid in Wozu coin, that's their crypto, okay? And once they make that payment, they'll send it to this exchange. I had a wallet in this exchange. Before, they would make that payment through Bitcoin, okay? So I'll give them my Bitcoin wallet. They will send a payment to that Bitcoin wallet. And I apologize if I get too technical. And again, if I'm too technical, please ask questions through Ben, through Yvette. I'll be happy to answer those questions. So they'll make payment to me through Bitcoin. So I'll give them, I have Bitcoin wallets in different exchanges, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Cash App, different exchanges. So I'll give them my Bitcoin wallet. They will send the money to that wallet. Then depending on what is going on in the market or when it's payday, different things. So two main things I was doing is investing in the background and also managing cash flow to make sure that I have enough money to pay you guys every 2 weeks. So once they send that Bitcoin to my Bitcoin wallet, I will sell it if I need cash or what's going on in the market. If I can get some gains and things like that, then I'm able to pay you. Then we also had Millionaires Club, which is this. So when I go there, I have no idea what this is. So something else is coming up. Normally, when I go here, I'll be able to log in, get into my account and see money, see income that I generated. I can invest, I can withdraw, I can do all those kinds of things. But that is not coming up anymore. Then another one of them I talked about was the Millionaires Club. Then there's also Bigzo. So it should be one of these. It should be here somewhere. So this is just my bookmarks, right? I'm sure most of you know bookmarks. So bookmarks pages, so you can just click and go there. So I bookmarked those pages because I was going there all the time. So I didn't have to click in and enter the web password, the web address or anything like that. So one of them should be big. So it looks like it's gonna take me some time to find it. Right, it should be somewhere. And we can also just Google it. Search page. Let's see. So plug in. Okay. I'm not sure where that link went to.
You have to click all. I think it's on video. You have to click all. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, that should be, let me see. Okay, I don't think it was big, so fintech maybe it was. So normally once I come to this page, it should take me to a login place to be able to log in into my account. It looks like they created a different page altogether. So, but yes, so those are the things that have been going on with this platform. I'm gonna make this big again. And the total money loss, which I've estimated, and this includes projected gains. And one of the things I did with Wozu, like I said, they had their own crypto that they launched. And some of you may know this process. So crypto, some people come up with some crypto, right? And sometimes there's some projects behind the crypto. They launch it, and sometimes they go through a process called initial coin offering. Initial coin offering is pretty much saying, buy this crypto at a very discounted rate before it gets to the market. Okay, so that's one of the things I did with Wozu coin. I invested a lot of money in that coin, in that crypto, through the initial coin offering process. So in addition to the payment I was getting as Wozu coin from the trading platform, I also invested some money in that offering. So based on the projections, based on the earnings I was getting from those platforms and things like that, it could have gotten up to $1 by this point. And of course, if that was the case, then we all have been better off. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Okay. So that is the main issue that kind of got us to where we are today. This issue has been going on for, I think, since maybe August, September timeframe of last year, and have been managing that for some time. Okay. And the ways I was managing that, if we go to the next slide. So if you guys notice in the group, and some of you on the call, or when you have a one-on-one call with me, I talk a lot about taking opportunities in the market and things like that. So, and I'll talk more about that again when we get to the way forward part of my presentation. But despite the issues I was having with those platforms, the money not being available, I was also using opportunities in the market to make us more money. And the two main things I did was, number one, I invested in cryptos that most people don't know about yet. Now, most people know about these cryptos, but I got into most of these cryptos very early. And once you get into this crypto very early, you can get them at very low price and make a significant gain. And that's one of the things that have been able to keep us going all this while. So cryptos like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Sandbox, Luna, and Mana, those kinds of cryptos. Some of you in the group may know those cryptos. Doge, Shiba Inu, some of those cryptos I knew before most people knew, because I have networks, expert friends that I talk with. I have places where I receive alerts on, hey, this is a new crypto, look into it. And I'm going to talk more about that. But that's one of the things I've been doing to keep us going. Another thing I've been doing is normal trading. That's what most people know about. You go to an exchange like Coinbase or Crypto.com. You buy when prices is down, you sell when prices up, right? You make a gain. But there's a more technical way of doing that in terms of analyzing the market, looking at market trends, and make sure you get in and get out at the right time. I don't do that too much. It's a good thing if you do it well. It's just too time consuming. So I do that, but like 10 or 15% of what I do is actual trading. I do the trade on my own, get into the market, buy, sell, and things like that. But it's just too time consuming, so it was hard to manage. If you recall one time, I reduced the daily amounts, the income amounts, right, by like 50%. That was to try to keep up with all these issues I was trying to resolve in the background. When I reduced those income amounts, investments were not coming in as they were before those amounts were reduced. So that was a challenge for me to be able to continue doing this and being successful. If the money, the investment coming in were almost at the same level, then we would have been in a better position, because I would have continued doing all these things despite all the issues with the funds not available in those platforms. I could have still continued doing this and maybe we would have been in a better place by now, but unfortunately, that was not the case. Okay. And on the next slide, I just want to share a report from one of the exchanges that I use. This is Crypto.com. I'm sure most of you know Crypto.com, you guys use it. And this is telling me for 2011, I got a gross amount receipt of almost $870,000. So this is one of the main exchanges that I use. I just put this as an example. There are other reports out there from different platforms. I just put this as an example so you guys understand that I was investing the money into this platform. I was doing these different things. I was generating income, I was generating money, and I was paying everyone as much as I could. Okay.
What's the date on this one? The date?
Right, so you look at the top right, it says 2021.
Okay, yeah.
They include everything I do in this platform in 2021. Then if you look at the bottom, right, it shows you the month. So this thing did not really start until like March, right? So if you notice from February to March, there's a big jump from like $100 to like almost $20,000, right? So that's kind of when we started. The group started in March last year. And if you notice, the amount keep going up. December last year, we got about almost $260,000 just from this one platform, this one exchange. But other exchanges I use as well that I can look around for the reports, but it's kind of the same thing. And I try not to use one exchange in case, again, I told you guys from this, my experience from this platform and this money disappearing, I decided once I'm investing into this different, so there's platform, right? I want to make sure that the term is clear. So when I say platform like Wozo, Bixo Trade, Millionaire Club, those are trading platforms where I don't do much in them other than putting money, track how the money is doing, and pull money out. That's kind of what I need to do in those platforms. But in these exchanges like Crypto.com, I do actual investing in terms of trading, in terms of making use of those new coins or cryptos I talked about, and those kinds of things. So this Crypto.com is an exchange. You go in there, buy and sell, okay? This platform is more like trading platform. You put in money, the platform makes money for you, you take the money out. Okay. So those are the issues, and that's what happened. And I'm sure at the end of the presentation, once you guys have questions, I'll be happy to come back to some of these slides and help answer any questions that you may have. But now I want to talk about way forward. How do we fix this, right? Because we're at the point where people are asking, where's my investment? How am I going to get my money back? The first way forward, the first option, which I've talked about this in the group chat, is to sell and sell some properties and use some as collateral to get loans. And I've been working on that, talking to people. This looks like it's gonna take some time. My approximation right now is 3 to 4 months, hopefully sooner. But that is one of the options that I've been working on. And once these funds come in, because obviously if we do this, I might get like $250,000, right? So it's not more than enough to pay everyone out. So the plan is once these funds come in, I will use some to continue taking opportunities in the market. If I see those opportunities, then use some of it to start cashing some people out. Okay, that is the plan. So that's the first option, but that's not the only option. Okay. The second option is to obtain a $2.5 million business line of credit. Now, some of you may not know, one of the things that I do, and this has nothing to do with crypto, but one of the things that I do as from my profession, from my main business, is help businesses get loans for their business. Okay, I've had a lot of people that people in this same platform have helped gotten up to $1 million for their business. So that's one of the things I do. I have a lot of relationships and friends in private equity firms, Wall Street, those kinds of places that all they do is lend business money. Okay, they lend businesses money. So I've been talking to one of my guys over there. I actually signed a contract already. So the way this works, you get the initial approval, you sign a contract, then you kind of go to the final stage, final underwriting. Then if you're good, you get the money. So I had last week, I believe, I had a conference call with the CEO of the private equity firm and his team, the team that's working on my file. The discussion was very good. But right now, I put this at about 50% chance of success. I'm saying 50% because, so once you get initial approval, they set the money aside. So right now, they already set $2.5 million for my business. They already set that aside. But I have to act fast. I have to meet certain requirements before I can get that money. If I don't meet those requirements, it is possible that another business might come tomorrow and also get initial approval. Then they say, well, Frank, you're taking your time. We're going to give your money to somebody else. So that's a possibility. And that's why I don't want to put my hopes too much on this one, but I give it like about 50% or so success rate. So I need to do two main things once this goes to final underwriting. I need to boost my business credit, okay? So one of the requirements is you have to have an excellent business credit. And most of you know about your personal credit, your FICO score, and there's also business credit. And business credit is way more powerful than personal credit. If you have good business credit, you can get significant amount of loan for your business. So I need to boost my business credit. I already signed a contract with that as well. But I need to give or take about $50,000 to do that. Okay, and that process can take up to 3 weeks. Then another thing I need to do is to show a strong positive cash flow in my bank account, my business bank account. Pretty much show a good balance on the account. And So the same, well, if we give you $2.5 million line of credit, then we need to see, give or take, some significant amount. I'm looking at about $250,000. If this goes through, obviously that's a lot of money, then use of funds to cash out more investment. It's a line of credit, looks like a credit card. It's about 2.5 million, I'm cashing out investment and I'm looking for means elsewhere to make those payments. The money will be available for me again, to do other things and invest if I want to invest, those kinds of things. So that is one of the options I'm looking at. That's one of the options I'll be working on as well. So go to the next option. The next option is make use of market opportunities, right? So I talked about this at length. We'll talk about the issues, but that's always going to remain an option. As long as we're talking about crypto and crypto investing, I'm always going to talk about opportunities in the market. And one of my good strategies, which I already talked about, is make use of those little known potential high earning cryptos. Right now, I'm tracking about 4 or 5 of those right now. And when I get those cryptos, and if you guys are interested, let me know at the end. I can get a little deep in terms of what I do, how I get those crypto, what I do with them. But just to summarize it, I get those crypto, I do my research, okay, about those crypto. If I feel comfortable, then I invest in them. Most of those can get you can invest $1,000 and make $1 million from those cryptos. I know Shiba Inu, you can Google, there are people that invested $3,000 in Shiba Inu and make $1 billion, billion with a B. So it is possible. You just need to know how to get it, how to do your research and those kinds of things. And also do trading. Put in some time, do trading, look into the market, get in, get out at the right time. So I'll always continue doing that. But of course, I'll need the funds, the consistent flow of funds to be able to do that. Okay, the next option, which I'm looking into, and again, this is something I'm thinking about. I want to be very careful how I present this. This is very open to discussion. But the next option I'm thinking into is to invest more funds in the market, and the goal here is to generate enough funds to have reserves, right? To have reserves that I can continue cashing some people out, like your original investment, and also have funds set aside for rainy days. Because based on the experience we've had so far, that is also very important. Then of course, all your existing investments, the goal right now is to cash those out. So obviously I'm not giving all the issues I talked about. It will be difficult to continue making payments on those. Then if there's anyone that's willing to do and have a clear understanding of the risk, okay? And again, this is an open idea, open to opinions. Then I can start and continue making payments on the new investments on the reduced rate. So we have kind of 2 main rates that's going out around right now. The big rate that is paying like $150 a day for $10,000 or $940 a day for $50,000. They also have the reduced rate that's paying $75 a day for $10,000. That's just an example, okay? So it's obvious that it's been very challenging for me to keep up with those high rates. So if I'm gonna do this, then it's gonna have to be on a reduced rate so I can have reserves, be able to cash people out from the initial old investment, and also be able to pay people on the new investment. So this is another option that I've been thinking about. I'm very open to hear what you guys think about this. Then the final option This is actually something that I was working on before we got to where we are right now. And it's to launch a crypto academy. It was an option it was something I was very excited about. I was gonna share with the group before now, but things happened the way they happened, but I'm happy that I'm able to share that now. I'm able to share this now. And to my opinion, this is the fastest option for us to get back on track, this option right here. But there's a big if. The big if is if we work together and take advantage of our size, of our number. Okay, right now we have more than 100 people in the group, and it could have grown to more than that if at some point I wasn't stopping accepting new investors, right? So if we take advantage of that, with this option, we can generate some significant funds. So I have partnered with a crypto academy called I Am Academy. The academy is involved in foreign exchange, forex, and crypto. Okay, the crypto option is what's called DCX. What I'm thinking is it could be a good strategy if everyone in the group. So you make money through this. There are different ways, right? So you can learn how to trade crypto on your own. Okay, you can sign up as what they call independent business owner. You can start and grow your own crypto business through this academy. Okay, but the academy pays handsomely for referrals. Okay, is a referrals portion I want to stress on now. They pay handsomely on referrals. There are people making up to $1 million a month just for referrals within this academy. Okay, so what I'm thinking that if we use our number, it will be a good strategy if everyone within the group refer or bring in at least 10 people. And this includes the people that you already referred in our crypto investors group. Okay, so it's just gonna be like an extension of what we are already doing right now. So there are people in our current group that can sign up for this and start making money right away. With this option, you're not giving me your money. You're doing your registration directly within the academy, and the academy is gonna pay you directly. Okay. But you need at least 3 referrals to start earning income. And again, I know there are people within our group that already referred more than 3 people. So you can even start earning money from this even before I'm able to cash out your investment. And the way this works is kind of an umbrella, right? So as we are referring other people, I'm gonna be kind of the top of that umbrella. So naturally, I'm gonna earn more. And that means I'm gonna earn more money, make more money, which I will continue cashing out people's investments because that's the ultimate goal. Now I have an illustration on how that referral can work, okay? So we have crypto investor on the left, we have existing referrals. So let's say John is part of our crypto investors group right now. John already has these 5 referrals in the group that sent me the money. They invested and they were making money, right? Through me every 2 weeks. So based on what I'm recommending, what I'm suggesting, John would need at least 5 more referrals. And again, these referrals do not have to invest through our investors group. They don't have to give me any money. They can just go directly to the academy and sign up under John name. John is gonna make money. Whoever referred John is gonna make money. I'm gonna make money, okay? So that's gonna have this work. I was thinking of bringing in the experts from this academy to talk more about this. and maybe we can set another Zoom call within the week. I was thinking Tuesday. I don't know about their schedule, but I need to talk with them. But I was thinking to bring in a couple experts so they can talk more about this, how it works, how we can make money, how we can take advantage of the structure that they have in place, and things like that. And that brings me to the end of my presentation, and I'm going to leave it open to Ibra and Ben to ask your questions.
Ben, you want to start? Is he there? Okay, I can go to some questions that I got from some investors. So one of them is, let me get this one from. Okay, there's a question that says, when you cannot meet with the people, when you cannot meet with the people running the wallet platform in person, how much did you invest before thinking of meeting with the people? Were you already making profits from this platform? And did you continue investing after you didn't meet with them? That's one question.
Yes, and that's a very good question. And I think I probably have a point about that. So these platforms, I started investing before this group started. Okay, so investing on these platforms on my own, I was making money on my own, my personal money from this platform. So it's a platform I've known for a long time. So because of that background and history I had with this platform, I felt a little more confident to add more money to it. Then as I realized I kept adding more money, that's when I started. I've always had conversation with them, and especially this main one, the first one, Wozo, because I invested a lot of money in the trading, the coin, the ICO, and different things. So I already had that history with them. I had a little confidence in them because I was making money. They were paying me through Bitcoin all the time. So, but it got to a point where I realized, okay, maybe I should meet them in person before adding more money. But it turns out that was probably a little late. And when they stopped paying me in Bitcoin and started paying in their Wozo coin, that's kind of when I stopped. That's when I stopped putting money in the platform.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Franklin, can you get me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. There is something you said here. You said you were investing in many platforms. Like you quoted an example, you said Huzo. Actually, I don't know that. Yes, I know when you are investing somewhere, at least you must have a history on how you invested, what you were making, the history of what you were making, and how you invested, and what you lose. So what you have just you tabulated some stuff here. You tried to explain some things. We have not seen how you invested in that market, how you make a loss for this money that we are talking about. Can we see those things? How you were making gain in that market and how you made this loss that you have made now, you have encountered now?
Right. So unfortunately, so I think you talk about some kind of list of transactions, right? Unfortunately,
Yes.
Unfortunately, those remain within the platform. I was not extracting as much report from the platform as I would. I could try to see if I can track down some report, which I extracted like way back. So, but that's not going to give you a full accurate picture. Most of all the reports are within the platform, and of course, as you can see now, the platform is down, so I cannot pull anything because everything was within the platform.
Okay, another thing again. So it means that as you encounter this loss, like there's no evidence to prove that actually this money was lost, and this is this is something you can prove to us that scammers took this money. There's nothing we can understand that yes, Franklin can show us this thing like scammers, he invested on a wrong wallet and he went in the hands of scammers. Because I heard you when you were talking in the group that hackers are doing something, but the funds are secured and no fund has been missing. Everything will come back to normal. But now I'm surprised when you put the theme of the agenda of your meeting. I saw it that the scammers did what I don't understand that point. So can you really put on that a little?
Right. Again, the report is within the platform, which is not on right now. Way back, I was able to pull some report, which I'll try to track down, and I can share with you guys later. It may not give an accurate picture, but I'll try to track that. As far as my communication within the group, I have said that's one of the mistakes I made, which I was trying the best way to put this to make sure people don't take it the wrong way. And even when these sites were down, sometimes they come down, sometimes they come up, and sometimes they give people hopes. But it's been down for some time now. And once in a while, you hear someone from somewhere say, hey, Wuzucoin is out there, it's in this one exchange, things are looking good. So sometimes it gives us hopes that maybe it's not as bad as we think it is. So that's why those of my communications were the way they were. But it was a mistake the way I communicated that, and I just was looking for the right way to tell people the actual situation and what is going on.
Okay, another thing again. You said something that on crypto, you invested about 50%. Did that thing happen to on crypto? Because I think if you were investing 50% on crypto, you made a loss on Hozu. You said Hozu, right? You made a loss on Hozu. Is that what you said?
I lost from Hozu,
Bizo and Millionaire Club. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but on crypto, you did not make any loss, and you said you were investing at least 50% on crypto, not so. Then where is that 50% on crypto now? Why a crypto wallet was not hacked, or it was not scammers? I'm surprised that both the Hozu and Millionaires Club or his Billionaires Club were were they scammers or you just made a loss? Were they scammers or? And where is the other money that was on this crypto? Where is it now? Because you said you were making good on crypto, that you were putting 50%. And I saw your illustration there, about 800,000 you put on crypto. Because now you are looking for something to get back into the market. Why can you not withdraw this 800,000 you showed as a demo there that you put on crypto and then revive things back again?
Yeah, so let's understand that, again, this money on this different platform were no longer available, okay? But I was still investing and making money as much as I could, and I was continue paying people. Okay, so we need to understand that between that time, people were still receiving payments. A lot of people received payments. Between the time these sites were no longer paying and the time we are where we are today. So you're asking where was that money? The money went out for payments that I was paying people. I was trying to keep up with those payments.
So did all this wallet close at the same time? The Bizo, the Millionaire Club, and the Wazo?
No, not at the same time. No, but almost at the same time.
So when you opened the Millionaire Club, right? I saw you couldn't get in, but I saw contact us. Have you tried to contact them?
Right. So that doesn't look like the site I used to go to. It looks like they created another site, and I'm not sure if it's the same people. But so all these sites, they do have like WhatsApp admin numbers. They have like 5 or so. Yes, I've been from when this issue started, I have been contacting them, and excuse me, all the people that invested in the platform have been contacting them as well. And it got to a point where they just stopped responding.
So, but on this Wuzo and Millionaires Club, because you said here that you were making money before there, then how did it come about that out of a sudden it become a scam, whereas you were making money before there? You said you were making money on Wuzo.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yes, that's a very good question. So it looks, so the way they come, right, it looks like the way they did it, they come, they gain your trust, right? So you invested $20,000, they pay you good, they gain your trust, then you add more to it. They got to a point where they're no longer there. That's kind of how it happened. So it was good. I was making a lot of money. I was able to pay people like 10,000, able to pay about, able to pay 150 a day because it was good, because the money was coming in. So they come, they make you feel comfortable. They pay you because they were paying. They get to a point where they stop paying. Or in case of Wozu, they were still paying, but they were not paying Bitcoin. They were paying Wozu coin. And because Wozu coin is still not in the market, you cannot sell it, you cannot exchange it, you cannot transfer it. So they'll give you Wozu coin, you just leave in your Wozu wallet. It's there. They said, well, you're paying you Wozu coin, but I can't really do anything with Wozu coin, right? So that's kind of the strategy that they use.
Okay, I have there's one question here on the chat. They said, how much residual do you have left in the safe platforms like Crypto.com?
Not much. It really is down to zero because some of those cryptos I will sold at a loss, so I can continue keeping up with the payments.
So you made a statement. Another person said, you said $3,000. Some people make $1 million from $3,000. And why didn't you use that opportunity? Why are we here if you knew
right.
that?
That's people, right? That's me. So the market, it doesn't mean what happens to one person is going to happen to the next person. And the challenge that I have, so there's two main things I do: invest and manage cash flow, right? So make sure there's cash flow available to pay people, right? So I made that statement just to make you guys understand it's possible, make you understand the opportunities are there, but it's not like a direct, it doesn't mean if it's happened like that with one person, it's going to happen with another person.
So it means you're saying even if you have the money now, there's still no probability that you're going to make it too, because some get it, some lose it.
There's probability that I'm going to get it, but not. It's possible I may get more. It's possible I might not get more. So that's why you have to do more research and due diligence once you come across. So I've got about 5 of them tracking right now. You have to do more research before you get into those.
One person asked, can you have one person asked, can you have a proof? Can you make a documentation or proof that you own us?
Documentation of proof.
That you can acknowledge. Can you acknowledge with paperwork that you're owing us?
I can do that. I'm not sure how that. So everyone has what we call a pay schedule, right? So once you invest, you put in your money.
Okay.
I prepare a pay schedule and email that to you. So can't we use that as a proof?
Ben, what do you who asked
Okay.
this?
Yeah,
the person that asked this question, you can forward me what is wrong.
Can you excuse me a while? Mr. Franklin, on this, when do you encounter that it was a scam, you lose money? When did you encounter that it was you have lost money?
I would say about August or September or so of last year.
Okay, and then on Billionaires Club, when?
I'll have to check, maybe October or so.
Okay, now this question goes like this. People that just invested for January, February, and this March, the new investors, where has that their money gone? Because you said they left over on crypto, you use it paying people. These other ones that they just invested, why is it that you cannot get it back? Because I think you did not put that one in the market, right? You didn't put that one in the market. cannot add more money on top of something that you're saying that there are scams.
No, I did not put it in these platforms, right? But I put them in these ones. If you can see my slide.
So why is it that these ones you put now are not making money if you put them here, whereas they are not scams?
They were making
all the wallet that was just hacked. I don't understand.
Right, they were making money, but I continue paying people, right? So they were making money, but I was taking those money out and paying people.
Because the people that because most of them, they just invested these few months like this from January, February, March. Some have not even received a payment. And if you said you put the money on these other wallets that they were making money, why is it that they were not being paid? You see? And most of them are saying that if that money could come back, it will be better because they are not having payment and they just newly put it. And you are saying that you made your loss October and August. You see? So it doesn't concern them.
Yeah, I understand. And if I knew, and even this week, some people reach out to me to invest, I said no, because this week I knew for sure that I could not keep up with this anymore. But once I was accepting those people's investment, I was still in the impression that I could turn this around. But we need to understand that despite all that, I was still paying people, right?
Okay,
so
let's proceed to way forward now. Let's proceed to way forward now. The way forward, you gave us your various means in which you want to generate income. And among all the means you want to generate income, I see no one is really, you don't have confidence for any for now, as the way you explain. True or false? You don't have confidence for any as for now, right?
I'm not sure I understand it in terms of.
No, I'm saying that okay, now we want to talk about the way forward. We have spoken about how the funds went, all those things. I want us to proceed now on the way forward, one of your agenda. Okay. You have given several ways forward. Like you want to obtain a line of credit. You want to...
It's right here on the screen if you need to look at it.
Okay, yeah. Sell cars in Cameroon, use apartment building, and all these things. Whereas none is guaranteed for the moment. The credit line and this is, I think none is guaranteed for the moment. So now, what the group wants you now to do now is to make us understand that when are you going to start seeing how you can pay these things? Because all these things that you have spoken here, there is no one that is really, really set and guaranteed. What the group wants to listen from you now is to know how this money are going to be paid if these things doesn't work. Well, because the way you explain it, I saw that none has been, none can just be approved like that, as you are saying.
Right. So, so like the first option, right? In as much as it would take time, if it finally goes through, that is something that can really help us. Then I talked about this last option. This is an option that I'm very confident about if we come together and work on this option together.
What is that? The more people we bring.
I have a question. Can some people ask question too, please?
Yeah, we don't have a problem, but it has to go one at a time, so we don't have.
You see how people want to start talking, no, don't talk the thing, say me then talk in order.
Yeah, so I don't know, I think.
Mr. Ben, give other people too opportunity to.
Hello? Where's Ben? Did Ben get out? Frank, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Ben, let me unmute you. So he can only, so Ben, what do we do? Because we're trying to avoid we can take some few, and which ones? Let me know. Or let me unmute you, sorry.
Take Mr. Richard.
Where is Mr. Richard? His name doesn't show Mr. Richard. That's what I'm saying. Is it God? God, you are faithful. I have Mike raising his hand. Mike's phone. Is that Mr.
No,
Richard?
take Mr. Richard. Mr. Richard first. Take Mr. Richard.
I can't see his name. Like, you know how your name is showing?
He's texting here. I don't even know. I don't even have his number.
Tell him to raise his hand. Mr. Richard can hear us. Raise your hand.
Raise your hand now, Mr. Richard.
Because your name doesn't show on the screen. Book. Did he? Let me call him.
Yeah. I don't have his number.
Mr. Richard, your video is on? Because that's God love. I saw him now. There. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Can you guys hear me? Sorry
Yes.
about your trouble, man. Okay, Mr. Frank.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, thanks for your presentation, brother. I really appreciate that. But I have a couple of questions for you. Question number one. When you transfer monies to these platforms, right? You can either use a credit card or a debit card. Do you have any transaction of that nature? Because we need to know.
Yes.
Because it's very easy. Because there is no way you give this money to these guys like cash. So there should be some credit card transaction. Do you have an idea? Because the reason is these people, they want to know exactly how you invest in these platforms.
Right. So there's two ways, right? Two main ways. The first one is through Bitcoin transfer. Okay, I will try to track down some of those transfers and share with you guys. Okay. The second way is through using the income from the same platform I reinvest. So what I used to do is, let's say I've made $10,000 within the platform. The money is still in there. Then Richard comes and gives me 10,000 as a new investment, right? Instead of going into the platform and put that money in there, I'll just go into the platform and reinvest money that's already in there. Then the 10,000 that Richard gave me, I can use to pay people. So that's the second way. Then once you do that, it means the money is just within the platform and you cannot track that outside the platform in terms of receipt or confirmation or anything like that.
Okay, that's good. So what I'm saying is just a follow-up question, right? You said you can definitely transfer Bitcoin. I definitely get that. Do you have an initial amount that you use to buy those Bitcoins? Because you definitely need to buy Bitcoin before you transfer from one wallet to another. Do you have an initial amount that you invested and bought Bitcoin before you transfer them to those other platforms?
Right. So I have Bitcoin wallet, which I can track down, share with you guys, right? The Bitcoin wallet is not used for just one platform. It's like a bank account, right? A bank account that is used for buy groceries, pay gas, and things like that. So there's a lot of activities in there. But yes, I can try to track some of my Bitcoin wallets and send to you guys.
Okay, yeah. So no, what we really appreciate is we need the credit card statements, because the credit card statements will carry the dates when you bought some of these coins, and it will carry the amount that you spent in buying some of those coins. If you can do that, I know I don't want you to do it now, but if you can do that, that will be appreciated. Now, secondly,
so let me just add, Richard. The credit card statements, I can pull some bank statements that show some Bitcoin and crypto purchases, right? And it's a lot of them. But I need you guys to understand that some of those may not be credit card purchases, right? May also be money that was already in a Bitcoin wallet that I transfer. So depending on what's in the market. So you can have 10,000 today in your Bitcoin wallet, right? Tomorrow, Bitcoin value goes up. You have 20,000, 25,000. Then you transfer that from your Bitcoin wallet to the platform. So it's not every time you have to do a credit card purchase Bitcoin wallet before you can transfer it somewhere else. So it's not a very straightforward process. I know people like to see confirmations and transactions, which I'll try to pull as much as I can. I just want everybody to be careful that it's not going to be as straightforward as we all want it to be.
Okay. Another question is, because when you invest, from what I gathered, you've invested a lot of money into these platforms. Do you have any police report or anything that links you to the fact that you reported to them that there was any loss of funds? Because what happens is, even as an individual, right, if you are spending more than $100,000 and there is an issue,
you report to the police.
My wallet, one of my wallets got hacked, and I had more than $30,000 in it. But I had to call and I gave a police report. Till now, I have that police report. Do you, because in your own case, you spend a lot of money. Do you have any police report that will link you to any of these platforms? And how comes all of them got issues almost at the same time?
As far as police report, again, yeah, not yet. Maybe there's some investigation I'm going to look down, because this did not affect only me, it affected a lot of people. So I can look down if there's some report out there, and I'll ask some people around, other people I know that invested in it, if there's any report or anything like that. That's actually a very good point. So I have a note down to check that. What was the second part of the question, please?
No, I think, yeah, besides, how come, because you have all of these three platforms, right? Because Wazoo, for sure, I investigated a little bit about Wazoo. It started having issues since last year. So how were you able to raise money? Because apparently Wazoo had issues around September of last year. I don't know when you started having issues with Wazoo, but how did you raise money between September to now? Which other platform did you use?
Right. So this is so there's platforms, right? Wazoo, Bigso, Millionaire, we talked about those. Then there's exchanges that I use to make investments in them. Okay. So I had a screenshot of Crypto.com, but there are other ones as well that I use. I think I use BlockFi. I use maybe Coinbase a little bit. I use Cash App mostly for Bitcoin transaction. So I use other exchanges to do some of those investments.
Okay. Just to piggyback on what Ben said. Sorry, guys, I'm asking a lot of questions, but just to piggyback on what Ben said. So the people that you collected money from between January and now, why not use that money to reinvest? And instead, you are using that money to pay some people out, because you only pay people out when you have excess, right? Or when you have some residual amount left. At this point, I thought the money that was coming in should have been money for you to take advantage of the market and try to reinvest as much as possible.
Yeah. Right. I tried to do that, but there was a lot of other people that I had to pay at the same time. So it became very challenging to do all that. But yes, the money I took from people, from January and those other times, I was trying to invest those as much as I can. I was also trying to raise money from other sources, not just money I received from people. I was trying to raise money from other sources so I can invest more and kind of keep us on track to continue making payments and those kinds of things.
Okay, I think this is the very last question I have before I take my seat. Now, your investments in Cameroon, why do you think it would take more than 3 months for you to be able to raise money? when you have already existing collateral on the base?
When I have what?
So you have a lot of investments in Cameroon, correct?
Yes.
So why do you think it would take 3 months for you to be able to raise money?
That was just an approximation. I mean, if it happens
Yeah.
to them, then that is good, right?
Because the reason
No.
I'm saying that is because there are people in this group that know people that can buy those stuff right now.
Not even buy. We have people that they can give $200,000 and they make a handwritten document, and then they borrow him money, and then he brings back into the market. You
That's
understand?
it.
Have somebody tomorrow they can do it. He
Yeah,
keeps
that
that
is-
as a collateral.
Right, that is very good. I have posted in the group that if you know anyone or you're interested or whatever, please reach out to me privately. A couple
Okay.
of people reach out, those conversations really do not go anywhere. But yes, if you know anyone or if you're one of those people, please reach out to me. Let's talk.
Okay. I just want us to be very to be straight to the point, because I want you, Mr. Frank, I know you're under a lot of stress, but I want you to commit to your people. Because the problem is, if you have liquid cash, you can be able to invest. So if you commit to your people that, hey, I'll be able, while waiting for the business loan, I'll be able to see how I can use what I have right now as my collaterals in the US and in Africa to raise an initial amount so that I can start investing and paying people off. Because once I should do that, some people, because not everybody is the same. There are people that are in dire need of monies. There are people who invested their last coin. So the problem is you need to find a way to be able to raise funds. The earlier, the better. So the easiest way right now as we speak is use what you have as a collateral in Cameroon or here and raise money. And the second way will be you using a business loan. But I want you to commit to us now, because what happens is behind the scene, all you come and tell us is, oh, it fell apart. It did not fall apart because these people, remember, you are using your collaterals as an asset. If you don't pay them, they take it. So there are people that are willing to give you money. And I know, because you're a very smart guy, I know you can raise that money. But the problem is, I don't want you to protect your assets thinking you are protecting yourself, because your life is at stake.
Correct.
And I don't want anything to happen to you or to any member of your family.
Right.
But I will not want you to force people to do something that they will regret, or you yourself will regret, because at this point, no amount of money can buy anybody's life. But this is your single opportunity to redeem yourself.
Right. So I want to say a few things. My understanding was, once we're having this conversation, there was no threatening of my life and that of my family, right? Because I'm coming here today because I really want us to work together to fix this, right? And I'm putting in my words that is what I would do. If I have the funds today, I will start paying people today. I have made an announcement a couple of times in the group. If you know someone, or if you know you can help with, give out loans or buy some of the properties, I will be able and happy to discuss with you. And I've said that several times in the group already.
Hello.
Yeah, wait, let me finish one thing. Okay. So what I want you to do is, because what happens is when you get money and you start paying people, it reduces the amount of money that you can invest. And in the stock market, in the crypto market, you only make more returns depending on how much you initially put in. Because I don't want you to say, oh, I'll just collect this loan and start paying people. Because we want you to invest the money so that you'll be able to pay as many people as possible.
Right. Please take the time, go through my presentation, because some of those things you're talking about, I already talked about, and I shared the slides in the group as well.
I read over the slides, so I've read over every single point on that slide. But
Okay.
I'm just glad that I just want, before I forget, please, I'm just begging that nobody should do anything to Frank or the family.
Yes,
Let's make sure he stays faithful, and make sure, make your people happy. Thank you.
Well, what I also want to add, guys, that I have friends and very close friends and family in this group that also gave me the money, right? So I am putting in everything I can. I'm giving my word that the end goal here is to cash people's out, is to give people investments back. And that's one of the reasons I'm also asking us all to come together so we can work on that. Yvette,
Frank, sorry, I have a question. Well, I don't want to. I know we are talking about resolving the problem, but I have a question that's a little bit in before this. Well, you said you knew that there was issues in August, right? I'm not trying to get in your personal life, but it's on Facebook status. We had information. You showed some status how you were shipping cars, finishing your complex, and buying a piece of land. Why were you using money when you already knew you had this one shut down and the only funds you have were you using for payment and you are investing on them instead of using them to create more money?
Yes, so again, even though those sites were down for since August, September, so I continue paying people until like February, right? So that's one point I want to make sure everyone understands that. And another point is every investment I've made in Cameroon is my personal money. Before I started this thing, I was doing my own investment on my own. I have my businesses, which are suffering right now because of this. The car that I shipped in Cameroon is my personal car that I've been driving here since 2012. It's not a car that I bought and shipped. It's my personal car that I've been driving. Then I decided to ship that to Cameroon. So just want to clarify that too.
Hold on, sorry. You want to say something? Did I cut you short?
Can you guys see me? Looks like I'm having some.
No, we can see you. Moving forward, right? I think, is there a way we want to make a committee? Like, let's have like few of us that we are tracking. Like, you can be sharing what's going on from on the day to day in the business, so that we can inform the other ones, so that assure that things are moving. You know, this problem came up because you were walking behind on the scene and we didn't know. So from now on, to be the trust, because we are lacking the trust that we had from you before. Is there a way for us to have a committee that will be working with you to see how things are moving? Of course, you surely need a gap where you won't be paying us, like you said, some months, right, or weeks. Within this time, can we have a committee that will be tracking the progress and informing the people to keep them?
Yeah, sure. That is a good idea. That is no problem. First, our group is still there, right? It's still there for communication, which I will still be using to provide as much update as I can. But yes, if you want to have a committee that wants to work very closely with me, get constant update and things like that, or maybe we can use that committee for communication from the bigger group, right, if you will. So instead a bigger group meet, then you can talk to the committee, then that committee we can have like a small Zoom or conference call or something like that and talk about those things. Definitely, I'm very open to that. That's a very good idea.
Please, I have a question for Frank, please.
Go ahead, that's divine.
Yeah, Mr. Frank, good evening. Like every other person, I want to first of all appreciate you for your time. I mean, the presentation, you've done your best so far, but there are still some pertinent worries. Like, I'm not like taking us back. To be specific, when I came in, it was February 12th. Then within the month of February, the 22nd to be specific, you talk about some of the money that were hacked, that your accounts that were hacked. Questions were coming in. Since I was a new person, I couldn't say anything. I was just observing. 3 days later, to be specific, the 25th, you put a statement and you said, good news, money was. You said accounts were hacked, but the good news was that no money was missing. So since you started presenting, I was caught up within those two statements. The contradiction, it has been disturbing. I'm like, you said the accounts were hacked, but no money was missing. How come today it been so firm in your presentation that money got missing, and you were telling us that no money was missing, and you said it was a good news? Secondly, Madam Yvette already asked the question regarding your investments, but I want to still say something in that area. I think that to be fair with us, to be fair with every investor, in this kind of a meeting, I was thinking that you will come up and say that, hey guys, after my presentation, all of this, my personal investments in America and Cameroon are up to this. This is the first thing I'm putting on the table for us to see that we can give these things out and get some money and keep going. But you didn't come in that angle. So I was like, how come you are not seeing that as a good or a great step for us to take first, while looking for other means of raising funds? So I don't know. Can you explain to us?
Yeah, sure. So if you're looking at this slide, right? So when I started the presentation, I talked about the issues first, right? How we got here. Then I got to way forward. If you look at the way forward slide, the first thing I'm talking about is about how I can raise funds using those properties. I'm not sure if you came in late or you missed that, but I talked about that already. Then your first point, you talked about my communication within the group. And first I said it was hacked. I said good news. That is my fault. And when I started the presentation, I said I was looking for the best way to present that. One of the things that happened within those platforms is sometimes things bad. Sometimes someone comes up and say, hey, maybe it's not as bad. Someone will send some screenshot and say, I saw Wozu coin out there in this exchange, it's looking good. So things like that gives me some belief that maybe it's gonna come back. And another thing is when I made those announcements, it was not complete. And I apologize about that. I was working on raising funds through other means, and those things were looking positive. Unfortunately, they fell through at the last minute. And if those finally went through, then maybe we would not have been where we are today. So that is the honest truth, and that is what happened when it comes to those announcements that I made.
Okay, my other question is, can you be able to tell us approximately what you've received so far from the month of February to this present date that was invested by new investors in your hands? I mean, you may not give us the exact amount, but you can give us maybe $400,000. What amount can you estimate that within February, from the moment February and now, what has come into your hand that has not been able to help?
That question, I'm not sure we're speaking. Before I answer that question, if my understanding was questions are going to flow through you and Ben, is that no longer the case?
No, it is, but because, we had questions, right? But because your PowerPoint already answered most of them, and maybe the PowerPoint makes them to have other thoughts. So that's what they're trying. Some of them are raising their hand that they want to ask.
Okay. We are not asking individuals' investments. We are saying that maybe you got more 20 new investors. Some people
Mr.
get
Divine.
friends. Yeah.
Mr. Divine. Mr.
Yes,
Divine,
sir.
please. This is Ben. 1 minute.
Okay.
Mr. Franklin, can you show we know when you make a line of credit here, you have documents to show that you are working on a line of credit. Because let it not be that you just put this PowerPoint just to convince us. You are in the house, you have all your documents, all our phones have everything we are doing with our bank. Can you display the line of credit that you were working on, this 2 point something million? Let's see what has been done concerning that. Let us see this line of credit of 2 point that you were approved, and the one you said the one word. Can we see the documents of this thing that which shows that you are working on something?
Right.
That can calm the group to an extent.
Yes. So
He doesn't have anything.
my very first point on this line of credit thing, I said I already signed a contract, right? So I can track down that contract. Maybe not right now, it will take time to, but I can do that as early as later after this presentation. But yeah, I can share that contract with you guys, no problem. I can share that contract.
Why not now, Mr. Franklin? Why not now? Those things are common with us now. When you do something like that, me, I have a line of credit I have here. If you tell me that I want to, I will show you now.
Okay.
On your phone, you can just do those things and show now, my brother. So that it should not be that people listen. Why I'm saying so, let people don't think you have gone and forged documents and then come and be showing us. That's why they ask you questions unsurprisingly to see that the thing comes up. Let them see and be satisfied that, yeah, you are speaking the truth. Because if you are approved, you must have something now that can, that you can show us.
Okay, hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Because some people will think you want to go and do paperwork, as they used to say, docky. Some people will think you want to go and do paperwork, not prepare and say, come and show us. But if you just show us now that this is the 2.5 million credit line that I was approved, but it needs this. People in the group can also assist those things that they want, to see that things goes good.
So one of the things I can also do, okay, yeah, I'll try the contract right now, but one of the things that I can also do is anyone that's willing to help with this portion, with this option, you can reach out to me directly, and I can see, I had a conference call with the CEO of the private equity firms and his team. I can see if I can set up another conference call with you guys or whoever is interested.
But when you are approved, there must be a contract now, my brother. There must be a contract.
Please.
Is there any contract?
Please. I already said I signed a contract, and I just said I'm tracking that. Please be patient, okay?
Okay.
But what I was saying is I'm going to track that contract right now, and I'm going to show you guys. But also, if there's anyone who is interested in helping with this option, if you want us to have another conference call with them or discuss with someone from that firm, I can definitely set that up too. Let me see.
While we are waiting, Mr. Frank, sorry. Yvette, please, can I take the floor now?
Let's see, Frank, are you ready for another question, or you want to finish this before you get the question?
Let me finish this one, please.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, probably won't take much time. So, Submissions of Capital Group, this is the firm that's helping the private equity firm. So this is DocuSign that is sent me that I signed. So it came from that email, okay.
Just the document.
Okay, and this is a revolving credit agreement that is sent me. So it's saying this agreement is made this day between that, right, and Pine Equities. And the amount is right there, not to exceed 2.5 million. It has some few things, blah, blah, blah. I talked about boosting business credit, so there should be a portion of that. Let me see. Okay, number 10, okay. It said there will be a mandatory 10% reporting fee, 15 days reporting of trade line before releasing any capital. So trade line is pretty much an item in your business credit report. right? So that is a trade line that we're gonna use to boost my business credit. And that is also inserted in the line of credit agreement. So this is the contract I was talking about.
That's audible. Ben, you get this? That's fine, right? Your question answered?
Yeah. Let me see this contract. Where your name is, Mr. Franklin. Let me see something.
This is a day assigned it.
March 28th. This March.
Okay. What's it? Wait, the date? 10th.
March 10th. That he signed it.
Okay. Yeah,
And
yeah.
March 8 when he got the letter.
Yes, so I got it on March 8th. I think I have a conference call with them on the 9th. Then I signed it on the 10th.
Yeah, it's good, bro. It's good. You know, when you talk like that, it's good for these things to be shown so that everybody sees it, that they believe what you are saying. They don't say paperwork. I don't want rioting here. So as you have shown it like that, at least people sees that you are working on something, bro. That's what I like. That's good.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point.
Okay, peace can go ahead now, Frank. You ready for peace question?
Miss Yvette, don't forget me. God, you are faithful. Don't forget me. I raised my hand up too, please.
Okay, after peace, you go. Please go ahead.
All right, thank you. Mr. Frank, this one is, I'll kind of call it personally. According to when you said the problem started, I'm a new member in this group. And I personally have given you $220,000. What have you done with it? February, I gave you. Yeah. So what did you do with it? You have not paid me anything for my money.
Jesus.
So what did you do with the money? Did you invest it or what did you do with it? I'm even speaking like this. I'm shaking because that's I've suffered my savings, $220,000.
Mama, I beg now. Mama, I beg.
Yeah.
We are working.
Let him answer. Yeah.
Mama, please.
He's gonna answer.
Please.
Sorry.
Wait. We are working the way forward now. Please. I know it's
yeah.
Let's do.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Guys, we know, let me say something. We know everyone is emotional, Mama. You know, and then even Frank said the issue happened in August. I came in November. Most of us, so we promise not to be emotional, so we can't drive him, because if he gets emotional, we're not gonna communicate.
Thank you. Emotional. I'm just saying that because according to what his presentation, he said this problem started September, October, right?
He said August, September.
Yes, but when I came in, my money is new. It's new money. The 220,000 is new money. It came after the problem started.
Okay, let him answer. Is that the only question you have? Another question you do?
No, let him answer that one. That's the only one. I will not answer any other one. Because when I text him, he doesn't. Let him answer that one, please. Thanks.
Okay.
So I'm not looking at your pay schedule. I don't. And who is talking, by the way?
Oh, this is Ifke Jume.
Okay. Yes. So yeah. Hey, hi, Jume. So I'm not looking at the pay schedule. I know you do not make all your investment at one time, and I know I've made some. Can you guys hear me?
Frankly, I can hear you. Well, what I just did now is, I think some of the board members just called me that I should, because we didn't promise to get this one-on-one, and it's kind of getting emotional. We're not going to do that. But you can answer this one, and the rest can come to Ben or me. Please. We're still going to have more meetings.
Right, exactly. So.
Ben, raise your hand. Ben, raise your hand. Let me unmute you.
No, but let me answer. I was trying
answer please.
Yes. Yes, so I was just saying that I don't think you made all your investment at one time, and I know I've made some payments to you already, but it still comes down to the fact that I was still receiving investments, and I was still trying as hard as I could to turn those around in the market and continue paying people. And by paying people, I wasn't paying just the new people, I was also paying the old people.
Okay, I think I have one question from, you want me to ask you now from someone? Can you hear me, Frank?
Yes.
I think it was asking that you said you invested 4 million, 4 million got lost. That how much was the total that was invested before the $4 million was lost?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I don't know that number, and unfortunately, so this formula is based on my estimate. It's my estimate based on what I invested and the projection in terms of the income generated from the platforms and from the crypto itself and things like that. So this is just my projected estimate. As far as exactly how much, and again, remember, one of the things I used to do is reinvest the money made within the platform from additional investments that I received. So that is also factored in. As far as the exact amount that was actually invested, I'm not sure exactly, but it was a lot of money, obviously.
Ben, raise your hand so I can see you. Okay, so moving forward, right? Since Ben said he's going to assist you with looking for money, I mean, for someone to buy or take collateral, you're going to work with Ben to see that?
Okay.
Ben. And then you want us to plan to meet on the updates when? Ben, I've unmuted you. Oh. Ben. Okay, hold on. Ben, hold on. Ben, I asked you to unmute. Hold on. Ben, you can talk now, right? You're good, Ben.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Can
we can hear
me
you,
now?
Ben.
Okay. Ama, please, when now we have spoken for long, let's try to see how we can make this short, because somebody is saying that not only Ben. We want to go now straight to the point how we make money for Bro Franklin to come back into business. Okay, I have somebody in Cameroon. Even me, when I have difficulties, I used to get money from him. He takes 30% interest. You understand? Something like that, 200,000 or 300 Franklin ones in dollars, he can give even tomorrow. So long as there is a good collateral, tomorrow he can give. I'm not talking something that, tomorrow he can give. He's a big friend of mine. So for me, we are looking a way forward to see how Franklin can revive market back, to see how we can be cash out as he is saying. You understand? So that is my option. If there is anything that I can connect or I can link to Franklin, he connects with I connect him with the person that speaks, he sees all paperwork, everything. Even if there is no land title, even if there is no land certificate, there is no problem. So long as the structure is there, it will tell him, okay, for this amount, for this property, I can give you this amount. And I spoke with the person, I showed the picture of that property. The person said he can do that. He can do that.
Okay,
that was yesterday.
That's very good, Ben. So I will talk with you after this call, so we can begin working on that. That's very good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So if you can give the room for another person to speak, let's say we should just get one person again. If the person has something to say, one person, and then we close the thing, because we cannot be talking all of us like that. Some will be coming with too emotional things now, all those things which will instead cause the problem. Remember our theme is we should struggle to see that problem, problem should not come out. Like how our sister just said, 200,000. We know new investors came in before the incident happened. I'm even somewhere that there is a new investor too. I came for a funeral, there is a new investor. The investor too is talking behind, but I've not raised her point. Because if we start all those things, it will bring problem. Please, please. I know, sister. I know you are still texting, but I know. I know. Please.
Okay, who want to talk? Just type on the chat. We need how many? Let's say 2, right? Please, now on the chat, I can read one on the chat. Just tell me, text on the chat that you want to talk. Let me unmute you. 1 or 2. We need 2 more, just 2. Type on the chat. Because we have a lot of hands raised up. So type on the chat if you have something very important. Okay, no. iPhone 13. Did you raise your hand?
Okay, if there's no other questions, I think we can wrap this up. I want to ask you guys though, so this last option, the Crypto Academy, are you guys interested in hearing from the experts from this academy? I can set it up within the week. Yvette,
yeah.
and
you mean for the academy classes?
No, it's not a class. It's just it's just getting a couple of folks from the academy to discuss this option in details and how we can raise money through this option.
And it's free?
The presentation is free.
And to get the academy is free too?
No, so to get the academy is not free. I believe it's about $240 to sign up. But once you sign up, and again, once we have those extra,
$20 or 20,000?
No, $240. I think, give or take, it's around that amount. But there's a possibility of making thousands. Again, I know people making up to $1 million a month through this. And
with that 200 that you sign in?
Yes, so about 240 is signing. You're gonna pay about 240 a month. It's a monthly subscription. But once you sign in, that's why I say if we use our numbers, once you sign in and we're paying that monthly subscription, they're gonna be paying us because we have the referrals that we're bringing in into the academy. So even if you're not interested in learning how to trade crypto, I know some people are interested because people have called me about this. That's why I even started working on this before we got to where we are right now. So even if you're not interested in learning how to trade or, trade in cryptocurrency, you can just sign this and be paying your monthly subscription. And because you have your referrals, you're going to be making some significant amount of money just from this.
Yeah, we can just appoint the class. Those who are interested will show up. That's we can create a class, create an appointment. Maybe weekend is good for everyone, I think.
Yvette. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's great. Weekend. Okay, there is Shaker. Shaker wants to talk. Can you give the room to Shaker to talk? Please, okay. That's the last person to talk. Shaker.
Let me see if I tried to unmute him a lot. He said he was at work. Let me see.
Let's Shaker talk. That's the last person. For Franklin to go get the rest too. And then we proceed to see if we can do that on the weekend. That Crypto Academy.
Then what about the update for this update for seeing what we did? Are we not gonna get a meeting to see update on what he got? If he got the money, if you work at the back to get the money. Ben.
Yes, dear.
Are we not gonna get another meeting to see how you finalize with the?
Yeah, Franklin said I should contact him privately, right?
Yeah, I'll talk with you after this. Ben.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk after this meeting if he gets some rest, and then we'll talk so that we can see a way forward for that.
That's it, but we're not gonna get a meeting to follow up.
No, you already. We said it earlier now that we'll try to check some persons that will be following up how things are getting resolved now, isn't it? We said it earlier, right? Or you guys want all of us to be in the meeting to talk about that?
Yeah, Ibe, you talked about some steering committee. I thought you're gonna set that up, then we try to manage communications through that means.
No, yeah, no, I mean, let us, yeah, I know we're gonna make a committee, but like, let's continue for you because it looks like people have a lot of questions and we are tired. It's a long, so we can still come up again and then see what you have done with Ben together. And then we can start. Now, when you get the money, when you're running the budget now, when you already have the money, that's when we can have a committee to see how it's going. Don't you think that's feasible? So when you have the money that you're trying to get with your investment, right? That's when we can have the committee to check. But now it looks like I'm getting texts from people that they have a lot of questions, but it looks like we can't handle that now. Because I think some of the questions are popping up from your presentation. So they are out of what we planned for. So do you think we should have another session?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can have another session within the week. I think that's possible.
Becca, I'm trying to unmute you. You had this, Ben says to unmute him, but Becca, I'm unmuting you. I'm asking you to unmute. Go ahead and unmute. It's not. It's at work. It's not. Okay, so if you can unmute, Becca, you can talk now. We can hear you.
Okay.
I can go ahead and talk.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Great.
Yeah, fine.
You see, most of the question people have already asked Ben. Then Frank. Then Mr. Frank, because this business, all of us are working as a family now. In the initial stage, when you said people will hack the business, we have some experts because you are an expert in this business, and other people are also experts in other areas. People are volunteer to help to this whenever I respond to these people. So now we already know that this business is already go down. We are about to start all over. Please, everybody in America know its own thing. If you have any problem of short thing, this, we have cyber experts here. We have hackers experts that can help. Please, anytime that's happening, try to leave it room for people to help. So that's all I have for now.
Yes, thank you very much, Sheka. And when I started the presentation tonight, I said I learned some lessons. And one of the lessons I learned was communication. So yes, definitely. Once issues came up, and even now, because I think it was Richard that brought up the point about police report or anything like that. So if there's anyone with cyber hackers, scammers, crypto background experience out there, I'm still willing to work with you, and maybe we can make some report or something like that to figure this out. So thank you very much for that point.
Okay, so you're gonna update me when you want us to have the meeting next week and the classes, then I'll make the Zoom.
Yes. So again, it's not a class for this crypto academy. It's not a class yet. It's just more details on how it works and how we can make money from it. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you know. I need to speak with the experts from the academy. I'll let you know when we can set that up. Then additional discussion with the group. Yeah, I'll let you know too. We can set another one up, no problem.
Ben, are you there?
I'm there.
Okay, what else do we do?
Yes, I think the way forward now is to see how we can allocate money. That's just all. That's all now. So that, because that's our strategic point now, so that things can be revived back. You understand? I don't see what if we stay here again talking, everybody talking, it will boils down to the same thing, that we are looking back for money. We want to struggle to get some money for Frank to start back, to see how he can start solving this problem. Because if we keep talking, one will not live here. I'm already tired.
So we're leaving knowing that we're going to plan for a meeting next week.
Yes.
And you're going to be at the back, you're going to be working with Frank about the investment.
Yeah, I'm working with Frank. Yes. I'm working with Frank. Then when I work with Frank, because we might probably talk tomorrow or today evening if he likes, because I know with all this now he must have been, really exhausted. I can say let's talk in the morning when his brain is fresh.
Exhausted, we can talk tomorrow morning. I was planning to call you tonight right after this meeting, but if you want, we can talk tomorrow morning. That's also fine.
Okay.
I prefer tomorrow morning. I know why I'm saying so that you should be good.
Okay.
Sister Elizabeth, let me unmute. Sister Elizabeth, you want to give a word of prayer? Hello?
Some people don't understand.
Or maybe Alex can also pray if Sister Elizabeth is not available.
Okay, you pray, Frank. Frank, go ahead.
Apostle Alex, not me, please.
Who?
Apostle Alex.
Okay, let's pray.
Okay.
Father, in the name of Jesus, Daddy, we thank you for this, our family reunion. Jehovah, you are the King of Kings. Yeshua, you are the El Shaddai. Father, we thank you for this communication, and we thank you for all these talented and important points that you have risen. Father, let your brother Frank give him strength, and let your son Frank give him strength to follow up his things the way he wants to follow up, to resolve this problem, and give us peace too. Let us have patience as he is working to see how these things will be resolved. Father, we pray that, Lord, protect and cover each and everyone that has borrowed money anywhere to put into this business, for them not to commit any casualty in their life, in the mighty name of Master Jesus. Father, we pray that may you lead us, protect us, give us eternal joy in the mighty name of Master Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, thank you guys very much. Yvette, Ben, thank you for putting this together. And I'll talk to you guys shortly. And Ben, I'll call you first thing tomorrow morning.
All right.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Okay, good night.
I think you can unmute yourself now if you want to talk. Everyone can unmute now.
Wait, Ben.
I feel like we wasted a lot of time not saying the questions that we really wanted to talk about.
Ben, I'll call you later. Hold on.
No, Yvette, is Ben on this call?
Yes, Ben, you are still in the Zoom, right? Enter back for Zoom. The one you come for group here.
Yes, let him come back.
Ben left.
No, why would he leave? Because Ben cannot be Frank's lawyer. Let him come back.
Ben, enter. The one under you could you enter back? Exactly. Maybe we just talk small.
Yes, we wasted too much time not asking the right questions. Everybody is concerned about something, and we're not even asking those questions.
You were going to leave the question when me ask, the one the way I send the same for me.
No, Yvette, you do a good job. You ask the question. You do a good job.
Yes, I just want to talk with Ben because we need to talk to Ben as a group. Because Ben cannot be. Listen, let him join, please.
Understand? Ben, the play two side. May enter back.
Let me enter. I want to give Ben automatic. Let me enter.
I don't trust him. Please.
So what I would, Mama, listen. Whether we trust him or not, listen. Anything that we do here has a paper trail. So Ben should not think. I don't want to talk why he's not here. I really want to address him personally, please.
Call him and tell him to come back in.
Oh, now he's not. I don't have his number.
Jesus.
His number
is there is nobody.
When Frank is on the hot seat, they don't get for talk, and they get for leaving me answer a question for that hot seat.
Exactly.
Because
We
Ben,
was on the hot seat. Yvette and Ben, when I move it for that hot seat, when I for leave, I made that home and interrogate it more. I know what I give that man that 220,000 not be biscuits.
We have change all the moderator them. All the moderators must be changed. Because they do no good job.
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think.
All the question they
I
ask me,
put my
I
hand for
answer.
Uncle attire.
All the moderators must be changed. We don't put fan for here for 1 hour. When I think the fan not be exhausted. We don't talking for Ben.
Where the people them man? I no.
Ben don't enter, Ben don't enter, Ben
Ben,
I said
Oh
my
my
goodness.
mute Ben. Mute Ben.
Okay.
No,
I
let me.
don't mute all man. One at a time. Now the talk, Ben. Unmute yourself and talk. Who do I ask question for Ben?
Yeah, Ben.
No,
Ben.
mute Ben. Make Ben be muted. You're not going to talk
No,
again.
all man talk one time. One man at a time.
Mute Ben. Ben is supposed to be
mute
muted.
all man first. One man talk.
Yeah,
Mute Ben.
One person unmute talk.
Why banging for be muted, Flo? Come on now. Ah, man.
No, I mean, stop. I'm not talking. I
this.
just say Ben will be muted. They ask that question.
Why you get for be muted?
Why
stop waiting. Why you get for be muted?
Why you
guys
get
to
for
stop this?
Why are we
shit,
fighting?
Because you guys choose the same people.
When I stay quiet,
Other people want to.
One person, please. Unmute and talk.
People that get $220,000 investment, I tell people they say they be emotional, they be lost money. Then when I tell ask
the question that.
No, the question that if we do meeting, when I leave and made a put fan for the hot seat, when the Papa Frank, why we sit here, when the Papa Frank, when I give for little family for vacation, people have lost $220,000 and counting. When they come for you, when I tell the family exhausted,
Papa if we didn't meeting.
Okay, I feel talk now. Why the reason where?
No, let Mr. Richard talk, please.
Yeah, Ben, you there for this call, right?
Ben will talk. Now hold on, Ben. We don't talk when all money talk now. Explain why we come with the reason say make you no batch. They will not get information from me. The reason where we put and I say if you. Best way they ask, if you be there for the Zoom meeting this previous day.
Can you please speak in English, please?
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. So, if you were in the previous meeting that we had, right? If we were doing this in disorderly, we wouldn't have gotten any information from him. Remember, it is a technology in front of him. He could just press a button and get out. And in this meeting that we were having, we were saying those who went at the scene in the Marriott Hotel with Frank, the police told them, Irene is a witness, Ben was a witness, Besem was there. The police officer told them, if we let Frank go to jail, we might not have our money. So we were trying to get him in a comfortable place that we can think of getting our money. Even we are promised to have it in 2 months, but we know we're going to have our money. So batching him, people know, Sister Elizabeth was even begging me, please calm down. If I'm lying, Sister Elizabeth, talk now. She was even begging me, you have to, you people know me now, I'm crazy now.
Yeah,
so
I was there. Right.
The aim was
did a good job.
Not to want to be, if you want something for somebody, you have to bring him closer.
Yeah, I personally think Ben did a great job. I think
Ben
had a lot of questions.
Now, can I say something?
Hold on, the fact that he showed that 25.
Yeah.
He logged in and put it out from my document. And the fact that you want to talk with Ben on an investment. That's if we keep asking the question, why did you take money from me back? We're going back. We're moving forward.
Yvette.
That's why we didn't want, hold on, I'll look. So that's the reason. And even I called him yesterday. Some of you had left the meeting. He never knew. I had some of you on the Zoom. You heard him asking, how many questions do you have? He's already fighting a number of questions. So that's why I was saying, let's have one more meeting. Because we have more questions. Then we can ask in orderly, like we can still put it again together. We all cannot talk. It's going to drive him crazy. Because think about it, he himself is not only hundred of people, millions of dollars. He himself is not okay right now. So if we batch, we can't get anything out. That was what we sat down in a meeting and said, let's put the questions together. We didn't know he has a PowerPoint. He only told us yesterday he has a PowerPoint put together. So now that we have heard from him, all the questions that you have, we can add more speakers. Let it be 3. Then we write it down. We cannot ask with emotion. It's going to disturb everything. If you want to ask emotion, you can leave him a voicemail. He's going to listen. Even though he says he's not listening, he will listen. But in a group where we want to talk, get something from him, we don't want to do that. That's why Ben and Sister Elizabeth, all of them said we should pick some few people to ask those questions. Okay,
Can
I'm
I
done
speak now? Can I speak now, Sister Yvette?
Sure, Mama.
I've been sending messages through the main forum, through the chat, messages on the team. Nobody, I was among the first worker. We agreed yesterday.
What was your question, Mama? What was your question?
Anyway, let me just stop because the question is too late now.
No, tell me. No, ask me. Maybe I ask it. I want to remind you.
One of the questions I wanted to ask you, what actually me, because let him not think that we are stupid. Not because everybody has come down to listen to him and is trying to take us to another platform. Let us, first of all, he's been talking about academy. He never made mention of the type of academy he's talking about. We are not dummy here. I know one of the academy that are investing there on crypto. I'm already there now since December. There, I remember I made mention because people were so emotional about their money. I said, I wish I had spoken to people in this platform from the beginning about this Hyperverse. Hyperverse is an academy where you go there, you register, you have a membership, you accountable to your account, you can add money, you can withdraw, you see everything as it works daily. It's not like this one we came, I don't know that this one used now Gumba on our way for.
So Mama, your question was about the academy. Is everyone, I can't hear.
Hello,
E.
Yeah, let me say something, Yvette.
When I'm not finished, brother, if I've been talking, let me finish. I'm begging. Because most of my questions, another thing I want to say here is, I don't know if you are hearing me. Another thing I want to say
calm down, just when a group, not people go get, not people go be. Yeah, Mama, talk.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Sister, then you say you are going to talk with him.
With who? Hello? Mama, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Finally, for the ground, I don't know what people want.
I'm sorry, a call keeps on coming. A call keeps on coming and distracting. And then secondly,
wait, now if he talk no more, yeah, no. Now when Mama talk, when Mama talk, give me mine.
I know everybody has been speaking.
What's going on with our family?
I'll say our question across to Sister Yvette because they'll be the one meeting tomorrow. We're not going to be there. It was agreed on this platform that after the main people that are answering questions, we're going to ask you questions. Since we do not have the opportunity, let me say what I'm saying right here because I know she'll take that across to Frank and the other brothers. I want to know the name of the academy. One. Secondly, either somebody on this platform, because all our questions that we put to ask Frank, indirectly Frank put on the platform. I don't know if they're hearing me.
You people are not being quiet, so you can talk now.
So now just start to watch. If you kind of go there, you chop on take.
Why they not allow me to talk?
Ma, unmute all my mama. Ma, unmute all my.
These moderators make Frank too comfortable. The
Mama, unmute yourself and talk again. Mama, unmute yourself and talk. We can't hear you. Hello.
Okay, if Mama's microphone is not working,
Mhm.
let's
Go
start.
ahead.
Let's start with the fact how we started this whole conversation with lies. Frank said about this investment how he has to take all this money to do this crypto investment when we all know he put this money in investment in Cameroon. How can we even want to continue this conversation when he started with lies?
Okay, I'll write that down. Let me
And
write
if you
that
can
down.
Hey, you're so rude. Our sister just cut me off. That's not nice. We are all eager to express our mind.
Mom,
Don't
I
cut me
didn't
off
kick you
again
off.
like that.
Ma, I didn't kick you off. I said it was noisy, so I unmute everyone so you can unmute, so you can be the only one talking.
No, it was the guy that just spoke before me. Well, I was just saying the last part is that either somebody is here, well, right now is not like any hidden information again. But what I'm trying to figure out from what we said yesterday and what was on that PowerPoint is like someone already hinted from of all what we were going to ask, and indirectly you are trying to answer questions. There's no way somebody will be doing all these businesses without any form of documentation. Every time they ask us, sorry, I cannot provide it. Sorry, I can. Apart from the last one that Brother Ben asked, and then he went into the system and pulled it out. What I'm not saying is that even the differences that you said they had, we was expecting you to put them one by one. Then we know that this is what is in America, except I'm missing. This is what is in Cameroon. Then we start looking for customers. Did we get all that?
Your name is investment one by one, so we're looking for customer. Okay.
Okay, if you go there, then maybe I'm missing because I was at work. Well, even I'll contact you privately later on. Let other people talk.
Yeah, Mama, I don't. From all to don't talk. You know, now two questions. Wait, now you get too concerned. You want me name investment one by one, so you know look customer, and two, you want to know the name of that academy.
Yes.
Even we don't even need to know anything about academy.
Ben, hold on. The name I am Academy DX. The PowerPoint there, I go snap for you. The name today.
All right. Okay, bro. Why you saying that we don't need to know? Then how do you look for customers?
No, listen, Mama. Listen. You know something? Anything I told you before that let's go with politics. Anything this boy is talking, let's make like we are with him. He has brought a new business, which is a game again. Let's accept because we have our way forward. Our way forward is what? Let them accept that they can keep that property on the ground. Are you hearing? Because I had a conversation. Peter told me that would be the last option. So I know where I want to hook them. I've told you before that let's use wisdom. It's not the ba. Let's use wisdom.
No, Ben, I'm just saying, if that's a question, let us ask. Let her hear from Frank.
I don't know what you mean by Baba. I know the Baba and the
Mama,
I know the Baba.
No, you never understand me.
Ben, her concern is she was not given the opportunity to ask
wait.
a question.
Let me tell
Ben,
Mama
hold
something.
on.
I need to deny some Mama need talk. I talk say.
Ben, you know the talk past all my land. I won't tell you also talk now. You don't talk.
I don't tell me. I want to leave the group.
We be
outside. Ben will
be outside you forgot to on our behalf. We be outside you forgot to on our behalf. And now they'll tell me, like me, I mean, one of the last investors who never get nothing. If you get money, if you say pay, we wait take money for February, we never get nothing back. Because he use our money to pay some of the people that they run these things for this forum or this platform.
Yes,
Mama.
Okay, so what I did do, Mama, what I'm doing now is, since we didn't take all the questions, right? I'm writing some of them down. So that's why I told him there is a lot of people want to ask questions and we want it to be in order. I'm just going to be writing. I got one from the other brother that says, how can we invest money when all you're saying are lies? And then you say you want to know his investment one by one. That's how we can look for customers. And the name of the academy. Those are your concern, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who else? What other question?
Yes. I accept that for academy, so we'll talk meeting next week now because I've been wanting to say me frankly how job they made the corporate with where they go. Which academy? Would you go which academy?
Ben, can you please accommodate me? I don't understand Pidgin.
Yes.
Hello? Is this
No,
Ben?
Ben is saying the academy
Yeah, people
Frank
don't
talked about.
understand Pidgin. I don't.
Okay,
Okay,
hello.
you understand now?
Can I talk for 1 minute? 1 minute.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mama, please, you should listen. There is one thing I was trying to do. That thing I was trying to do is Frank came up with another kind of game. Because all what we hear now from Frank is a game. I will call it a game. And we have to just accept that academy to please him. Let me tell you, if we start arguing with him, it will not make no sense. I want us to boil down on something for Franklin to accept that he can give that property for collateral for this group to start back again. Then we have a vision that we are waiting for money. Are you guys understand what I did?
Yeah.
For us to have the vision that we are waiting for money, sincerely, because if my people take that building from Frank, and if Frank sleeps in his bed thinking that he has left this property for collateral for 30% interest, he wants to invest that money this time around, Frank will not play. He will invest that money in such a way that he should be settling us at the same time, paying that his loan. If he doesn't do that, he knows that he's losing that property, and at the same time, he still has problem with us. So I want him to take an engagement. When he takes that engagement, we have hooked Frank already. Because I had a conversation when they were saying that properties are the last option. So I just wonder we should hook Frank somewhere, because I know they have love for that property too much with Mr. Peter. I already understand them well.
Ben, so let me cut you short. Ben,
Yeah.
see, now it's left on you. We already said in the meeting that you and him gonna meet. So this is what you're gonna do. We don't want to hear. You have to record your conversation.
Yeah.
Don't bother, Mama.
Because you
I got
when
you guys.
you're saying this, and then that's why people.
Yeah.
That's why some people are having thoughts that maybe
Exactly.
you have
Hold on,
something
hold on,
behind
hold
with
on.
him.
Hold on, so hold on.
I have one with him now, Mama. I'm using wisdom
No,
for
I'm
all
just
these
saying,
things. I've
when
seen
you
how
have
they
a
are
conversation
writing,
about
but let them keep writing. There will be time that I will fight my money in Cameroon. I get my money.
Ben, calm
Because
down, Ben.
if Frank locked that property with me, I take my money. I forgot about those things you
No,
are talking.
Ben,
Let them
see,
keep
Ben,
talking that thing. I'm using my wisdom. I use
Ben,
the
no
wisdom to
vex.
cash him.
Ben,
Now they
no
are talking
vex.
nonsense.
We no
You
vex.
people are playing. Me lock that property for me. I take my money, take
Ben,
my in-law money.
No, Ben, no vex. You listen to say,
Ben,
They
hold on,
write
Ben. This is
nonsense. I
Irene.
deal with Frank.
Ben,
This side, am I going?
Ben,
When I stop that thing, I've waited.
Ben,
see, and Ben, no vex. What do you mean I say? Things now you don't already talk about meetings. Now you already go talk about that.
Event, I talk. Event,
Ben,
wait, listen.
Ben,
Can
hold
I say
on,
something?
Ben.
Can I say something?
Jesus.
Please, listen. Ben, can you hear me?
Ben, don't go.
Yvette.
May Ben go. This thing is crazy,
listen.
man.
Can I say something?
Man,
Yvette,
what's happening here?
I'm there. I'm listening.
Mr. Ben, let me
Yes,
tell
sir.
you. Right. There are people that have invested a lot of money, right? None of us knew that somebody invested $220,000 within in February. None of us knew. The first point that I want to tell you, Ben, when people want to talk, never you tell them that no, Frank is tired. The reason being that, do you know what they did to the CEO of Facebook in the Congress? The guy sat there for more than 12 hours. You sit on this hot seat. This meeting could have gone through to midnight. But the problem is, yes, we want to bring Frank to our side. And what I want to...
Yes,
Ben,
it's a strategy we are using.
Yes, but listen, Ben, bro, listen. Don't get upset with anybody. I hear people, these guys are begging you, Ben, no go. Bro, let me tell you, they gave their money without even telling you.
Master, they gave the money back to me.
No, what I'm saying is,
I'll find my money the way they want to talk for the group. They say I'm making arrangement with Frank. I'm doing this. Let Frank come and give that property for collateral. If you guys tell him, I will take my own money and my in-laws' money, and then everybody fight its own. Since they say I'm working with Frank.
And Yvette,
I say more use wisdom when I need to hear me.
Yvette,
only hala. Now hala go solve our problem.
I
You can't call your amount
Ben, let me talk. I want to go. Ben, let me talk. I want to go. I don't have the time.
Go ahead.
Listen, let me tell you. Let me try to address Brother Ben. Let me tell you, there are a lot of people that have invested a lot of money, right? So when people are emotional, don't make them. Now these guys are begging you, Ben, don't go. You listen. Align with Frank. Take your money and leave. Nobody has any problem with you. I'm telling you, Frank has a lot to lose in a lot at stake in this case. If you think you can convince Frank at the back and take the money and leave, bro, nobody get the money to you. So what I'm saying is, when these women, when they want to talk, let them talk.
Brother, there will be order. There will be, if we talk in haphazardly, there will be orders, sir.
Nobody was talking nobody was talking in haphazard manner. No, that woman said something and we needed Frank to answer.
I said,
where has Frank kept
$220,000?
January.
Did you chop any money from that money? If we allow you to talk, would there not be disorder here?
No, what I'm saying is, you should not get upset when people want to talk.
Richard, is that
we
Richard,
arranged this thing. We arranged this thing now, Mr. Sir. Did we arrange this thing or not?
I'm muted.
Hello, guys.
But Richard, was that you talking?
Yes,
Brother
that
Richard,
was. I get it. What I'm saying is,
that was Brother Richard or Chris?
No, it's Richard. I'm telling you. The reason why
Richard, hold on. Give me a minute, please. But you have been in the meeting, right? That's what Ben is saying. We planned that the question should not be emotional so that he couldn't talk.
Madam Yvette.
So hold on. So moving forward, that's why I realized that there are more people saying, I have my question. That's why I said we should have one more meeting.
When was this meeting set again? After the Zoom?
Which meeting?
This one, is it the same meeting or another one?
Listen, I waiting on.
I mean, I didn't know that. I thought the Zoom ended.
Yvette, the next meeting, allow everybody to talk. We should just open the thing for people to talk. Let's see how it goes.
If you allow it like that, it will not be constructive.
Let's see how it goes. Let's just see how it goes because people, everybody wants to talk.
You don't see as Frank asked me. You don't see as Frank asked me, say, Yvette, wasn't it supposed to be? You know that question of I say, answer.
Yes, I hear. But I say people that want to talk, all man be like, say, okay, everybody wants to talk. So the next meeting, just open the whole thing for people to talk.
Yvette, please, I have something to say.
The meeting will probably last for 5 minutes. If that happens, the meeting will last less than 5 minutes.
Go away on the hot seat for more than 20 hours, and everybody asked their question in the Congress, and he answered the question. So Frank needs to answer everybody. No, we have to compare. It's our money. It's our money, so he needs to answer us.
Okay. If you go walk, we open and when you go, you shut them down.
Please, let me say something, please. When
we were having this Zoom meeting, all these people were not here.
We're not there.
You guys would have bring your own
please, let me say
and
something.
what you guys want to say, but now,
please, let me say something. This is divine. Please, let me say something. If you observe Frank, the question for the past 2 days I've been trying to capitalize on the month of February. If Madam Peace was not in this meeting, nobody would have known that an individual paid in $220.
But I don't know. I think Frank said that she didn't invest all.
Please let me say this. It's a critical point that we cannot avoid asking Frank. Please.
Divine.
Let me say,
Divine, I'll cut it short. We allow, Divine. Please ask the question. Even though it was emotional, we allow Frank to answer.
Let me say this.
Answer in his own way.
He didn't answer. He didn't really answer because
the question went through.
No. Let me say this, please.
No, we are saying he had the question for peace.
Frank asked you.
Divine.
Oh, no.
Divine,
You can't do
sorry,
that.
I'm gonna cut you. I will let you come back.
You're cutting me. And it's not good. Let me say it out, please. I won't allow you to cut me. Frank asked you, Yvette, didn't you, me and you and Ben agree that this question will not be coming up? That was the question Frank asked you.
No, the individuals will not be asking questions. He said this question will not be coming up. Please.
Okay.
I'm recording this meeting.
Okay, please.
Yes.
I'm saying that.
Individual, he didn't say that particular question.
Okay, please. I'm sorry.
You see? So,
okay, I'm sorry.
And Frank was given the opportunity to answer that question.
True.
The only thing that didn't work is maybe he didn't answer it the way we want to hear. And it will be the same thing if everyone was let open to ask questions. He will answer it the way you want to hear.
my opinion is that please, we should let Frank tell us how much he collected from every other investor from the time he came back from Africa. Because if one person gave him $220,000, you don't know how many people did the same thing. Maybe he must have thought over $1 million again.
Divine, you were given the opportunity to ask your questions, right?
Yes.
You didn't ask that.
No, I tried to ask the question.
Then this can be for the next question, for the next meeting now.
Okay.
Because it looks like you are asking us now to answer you.
No, not us. I'm saying
so
that.
Is that a question to put down for next meeting? Okay.
Yes.
How much
did Frank receive so far from the time he returned from Cameroon?
There was a question that Valdis asked me to ask. Valdis said, it's similar to this, your own. Listen, and Frank answered like this, I'll tell you. Valdis said, you asked Frank, he said he lost 4 million. How much was invested totally? What did Frank answered? That he cannot tell exactly because he put this and that. That question is similar to, that's how he's going to answer this one.
Can you imagine one person giving him $220,000?
That's how you're going to answer this one because it's similar to what you're asking. You're asking history of a total amount in a particular time. But I'm going to put it down. I'm just saying.
We need to adopt a plan B on this guy. He's not. All what he said was all first. There's not truth coming from him.
Yvette. At least you did a good job. This is Chris. You guys did a good job to moderate the meeting, but it's okay. Sometimes you get. Please remember, I texted you that you can allow. Orderly manner. You can allow some people to air out their frustration a little bit after he has given a presentation. At least, maybe if he doesn't answer the question appropriately, but at least people, when they air out their frustration, they feel okay. So, in the next meeting, if people are confident to actually give what they invested during the February or in the month of February, they can do that.
This is Chris talking?
Yeah, this is Chris talking. Yeah. If people are comfortable to tell them or to inform us about their money that invested in February, if they because there are a lot of people that, like that lady just said, 400-something thousand. There are many people that are even ashamed to announce that money. So if people are comfortable to do that, they can do it. So
let me come back again. I'm going to go back to this, what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
In the previous meetings, 1, 2, 3, Irene is here?
Yes, I'm here.
Irene is here?
Yes,
Besem
I'm here.
is here? Those who were we agreed. Sister Elizabeth has left. Lindo is here. We agreed to make the meeting not to be emotional, to drive him away. So that's why
true.
we agreed not to take 1-to-1.
That's true.
That's why that's how it happened. That's why it happened like that.
No,
that's why Ben.
yeah.
That's why we said we're gonna allow few, but we allow few. That's why Ben was saying, because that was not even the plan.
Yeah, I understand that, but
so,
sometimes.
Okay, listen. I don't know. Explain one. Oh, so what we're gonna do? We achieved something in this meeting, and the achievement is this.
Yes.
The fact that he's gonna talk with Ben about liquidation.
That's fun.
And the fact that he showed us that million of credit line.
That's good.
What we have to do is let Ben record their conversation about it, so that when Ben is saying this is what he said, he doesn't want to sell it. We have it, then we can move on from there. And every question that you had that you never asked, we should put it down. So the problem is for the question to go through. The problem is not for our emotions to be transferred. He's not going to do what he want to do. Let's use this chance that he has given us, that he wants to liquidate. Then let's prove him wrong that he doesn't want to do it with a record from Ben. So we're arguing that he didn't take a question, will not let us know where. Let's strap him down from the things that he has promised to do. And then the question
come with money in this meeting. That's what some people
Mr. Can I say something?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I believe during our Zoom meeting, we all decided that after this Zoom meeting with Frank, we're gonna decide if we have to go with our own plan as a group. So what's the outcome of this meeting?
Okay, so these are
Are
that's
we
what I'm
moving
saying.
forward with our plan?
Since we have, you see what he said, you're gonna talk. Ben promised to give him someone to liquidate his property.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want to see. Then from there, if we don't see that, then we can be moving on, right?
So plan B is halted
And
right now.
Let's wait
will
for
that
Ben.
take?
Let's wait for Ben to
Don't
talk
you?
to.
They
Then you
spoke
talk
in
to
this
him.
meeting that they're gonna talk tomorrow.
Okay.
Then we're gonna plan for another meeting for them to update how far they've gone this week.
Okay.
So if they come, we don't have any good proof, they can continue.
All right then. Thank
And
you.
then all the questions that you have that you didn't ask, we can write them down.
Okay.
Because I know driving with emotion will take us off away from the focus. So the most important thing is Ben to get a record. If Ben come with a record,
If you guys want my own point of view,
Go
Frank
ahead.
was made aware of all those questions. Trust me, he was so calm. You know, I couldn't believe it.
Yes.
He
Can I talk
knows
to?
all the questions.
He was aware of the question.
No, nobody, no. See.
I have a question.
Hold on. Let me say this, please.
Go see on the group the person that I believe share the question with
in
Frank.
a group like this, right? You know, when your mind tells you something, don't make it as if it's what happened. If you have a proof.
I shown you a proof. There is a guy, this Peter has his profile picture with the guy. And this guy is also on the group. I went there and I realized that they have the same picture.
I saw it.
So this person is with them. I sent the screenshot on the group. You can see they're sharing the same picture, so they know each other.
That's the same thing I was saying, that there's black legs. There will always be black legs. There will always be people that will come.
Fine. Look, the problem is
let's
not bother about knowing the question and getting ready.
We should not
Our
bother
problem
about
is
that.
the way forward. It makes sense. He has said he's going to meet with Ben to sell the property. Even he heard the news before or not, we need to see. We need to see that happening.
Okay, I have something
to
say.
My next question.
Hold on, let me finish, please. If Ben knows how he can find his own money, so he should go and find his own money. Period. And we will continue also find our way.
If they keep pushing him, that is black.
No, because he keep talking to people that we are kids. Okay, you guys cannot do the. Ben is not.
Ben needs to slow down.
It's not God.
They're adults in here.
Do you think I wanted to ask this question to Ben? If the way you went to meet Frank, if Frank should have given you the money, you will not be there. So if you know how to take this money from Frank, you will not be on this meeting. Why you keep talking that? Okay, guys, used to listen. Okay, I will find my own money. Go and find your own money.
Yeah, you need to slow down.
You need to slow down. You're not our master, or it's not my master. He didn't give me money to give to Franklin. If you have this money, come and give me back my money because I want my money. So if
people keep saying that he's on two sides. Come on,
he's
now.
on two sides.
People
That's
keep
why.
saying on two sides. He's not on two sides. He is not on two sides.
Excuse me, I didn't say nothing because the meeting was just whatever the meeting.
Okay, even if it's not on two sides,
you guys should stop this two-side thing, man, and concentrate on getting our money.
Good. And I understand. Even the way you're talking, or even the way Yvette is talking, we understand. But don't talk to people like we are just
the way he approach, that's what is making so many.
The way you are approaching people is not good. The approach.
Trust me.
You do.
He's not on two sides. He has not received his money. But what he's presenting is making people believe he has received his money, or they said something to him. I was there. You were there. We saw everything. But Ben has not received his money. But he has to chill down a little the way he answers the population.
If they ask a question to Frank, Ben should not say, wait. This is all I had. This is what I didn't want. No.
Frank
That part too. That part I wasn't happy. And she
Very
not
much
say Frank is
agree.
tired.
Very much agree.
That answer the let Frank answer the question. That's he made a mistake on that. Yep. That
These
was
are the
not
kind of things
correct.
that making people thinking another way. He hasn't received his money. Yes, he has a very good plan. His ideas are good, but he needs to mellow down a little bit the way he responds to the masses.
Very much so. Very much so.
He needs to go to Frank, not to the people.
We understand everything he's doing. He's doing out of a good heart, but the way he's acting is like, come on, bro. Are you with us or what's going on?
That's the point. I mean, Irene, you can talk to him. Ife, you can also talk to him. The approach is different.
I can talk to you. You have his number too.
Now, I mean,
appointing people to go and talk.
I mean, you guys.
I can see you are looking so tired already.
You can also talk to him.
Looking
right?
Tired, exhausted.
Now this is work now.
We are not easy now. Yvette is doing a great job.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Yvette, you are doing a good job. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you so
we
much.
need Ben. My problem is that Ben record that communication about this beast looking for this.
We need Ben very seriously.
Ben phone recording. So all that thing they see all that way it make he get the record. He get them. Not even worry about recording.
It looks like say there's some Ben behavior, or they can say attitude. He get the attitude where none of the group can change. Change and personality. It didn't have personality for being controlling. Like people they talk. So we're gonna buy what you want to talk for meeting. They will follow.
Okay, we just support it to go. We just
not support. I didn't say that.
No,
if one attached to the decision won't make last meeting.
That's fine.
I didn't say that.
But it one. I mean, like it comes from force where.
I have a question, please, sister. Mm-hmm. My question is, from everything I heard earlier, is that you guys were trying to work back to getting what I heard. You guys are trying to work back to getting the thing back to the originality, which means, are you guys trying to get it back to a point where you guys get your money back, or get it back to a point where it was running as before everything happened wrong?
I think what he's saying is that will be individual decision. If you want to continue, you want to cash back, when he has the money, he will start working with those who are
because
cashing them out.
A lot of people here just want their money back. But when I heard the let's get back to the originality, it's like we just want to get back to the normal ways.
No. He said it's of course it's individually, but I know he's gonna pause the payment. Like everything's gonna be on hold. Like it's not gonna be like he's owing any payment.
Okay.
So when he's ready to start paying off.
And if that's the case, is it gonna pay people back everything he owes since the month of February where he stopped paying, and then try to get back to normal, or
that would be a good question for him.
Okay, let's write that down. And on top of that, another question is, and since we realized that the messed up point about all this, everything that happened, since it wasn't our fault. Since everything that happened was on his end, everything that happened wrong was on his end. And it wasn't because, everything he said before, the hacking and all this stuff. Does that mean there's a possibility that everybody can get the money back? And also, if they decide to stay, or they're going to go back to the payment that was before he cut down all the way to 50% off?
Okay.
But before even we get to that point, people want to be reassured that everything that Ben is working on is, we gonna need feedback on that too. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I say Ben should record.
I'm sorry, can I say something? I thought I heard something like even if he has to start back the new investment, he has to reduce the amount so that he can save some for rainy days. That's what he said. If I'm not
reduce the percentage is paying.
Yeah, he has to reduce it, not even go back to
that he can be keeping some reserve.
Yeah, he said he's gonna reduce it instead of a 10,000 for the 75, he's gonna reduce it more. You will not be getting the 75. You'll be getting probably like $50
for 10,000.
I'm just saying.
Please, God should help us. So we need God. We need God. I'm telling you.
You don't even know half of it, brother.
We need God because all
Yvette, can I say something? Please, next time, let Frank pray. Let him pray, please.
Yvette, honestly, we really appreciate you. You are doing a great job. Don't mind.
Yep.
You've done so much. We appreciate you've been working. I've seen
No,
a
Yvette,
high level of
thank you so much for everything you have been doing so
Thank
far.
you so much.
Yeah, I've
if
seen
we don't hear it enough, it's
a high
because we
level
don't
of
have a chance.
transparency.
We are
all
here
your
because of Yvette. We all are here because of Yvette.
yeah. So
Yep.
we thank God that we have you. Honestly. Yeah.
So
Yvette, I hope you will stay with us. Excuse me, Yvette, can I ask a question?
We're gonna make it. Even we have our money, we're still gonna stay. We're gonna make our own business that we'll see with our eyes work.
That's a good idea.
Excuse me, Yvette.
We're gonna buy a truck and be sharing the money, the profits. Go ahead.
Excuse me, Yvette. I thought we agreed that after this meeting today, we're gonna continue with what Miss Pauline actually brought up.
No.
What did Miss Pauline?
Let's hold on and see what's coming up. See, from this meeting, I think we got a lot. So let's just hold on and see. Miss Pauline's ideas are.
We're waiting for Ben's feedback.
We're the feedback from Ben and see. And he says he has a credit line for 2.5
million.
I'm praying for that credit line. Let's put that credit line. It will come in the mighty name of Jesus. So that will be paid like this.
That's the easiest to get our money back.
That will be the easiest.
Easiest to get our money back.
Let's fast for that $25 million.
That credit line will not work.
But he says 50% now. It's 50% chances. So we should pray.
No, for the 50 is better now. You want 20%.
You need $50,000 to get it. If he has to get it, he needs $50,000. He has to raise $50,000 to increase his business credit.
I mean, he's only looking for 200 now, 50,000 and 200.
And that's why Ben will help him to get a buyer from Cameroon.
Collateral.
Yes.
That's why Ben will help him to get a collateral from Cameroon.
This meeting was really fruitful. If people didn't see it that way,
for
me,
it was fruitful.
That fight we have got this.
And that credit line, I think, was really fruitful. Yeah.
The credit line was real. He went on logging.
Also, that collateral for what Ben is gonna do, I pray and I hope that it works. And if it works, we'll be in good shape and everything. So this really worked. For me, it is a good meeting. It was a success.
That's what we slow down, we'll get more from him.
I know he couldn't answer everybody's question or anything, but the bottom line of it all is for him to get the money, and there is a way forward. Ben and him, I mean, they're working on that. That's it. No matter what question you ask, it will still fall back down to like getting the money. And that is it. He's trying to get the money. That's all I'm looking for. So there's only when I ask 1,000 questions or to what kind of question or the bottom line for him to
like going back, why did you collect our money? Why did you not tell us?
Who is talking? Who is this? Who is talking? I owe you, man. I owe you something.
All those going back. Why did you get that money?
No matter what question you ask, it won't solve. It won't. You answer it anyhow. But the bottom line of it was for us to get our money and
our money. That's it.
And that's where we're heading to.
Come on, all this talking. We need our money. That's all.
Money is the
money not there. It is somewhere. Whoa, no, if I know more go now, so we'll go take an apple, put our play.
There's a way forward. That's it. There's a way forward. Yep.
My sisters and brother, I know it's not easy. I know. But I mean, so far as we see something, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And that's it. That's how I see it. I know we're gonna get that money. Because this is what I was waiting for. The way forward. Talking, the way forward. And there is a way forward. Ben has already said it. He has already contacted the man. The man said he can give the money without that title or whatsoever. Then what else are we? I mean, we should just wait, be patient, and wait for Ben to come back and hear what he says and the conclusion of it. Then we can go move forward from there.
You said it all.
Yeah.
Oh, God help us. So
yeah, he will. He will.
He has started already.
Amen.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Let's call it a night.
Guys,
We
good
don't pray
night.
now.
Good night. Good
Yes,
night.
we don't pray. Good night, all.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
guys.